Hello YouTube, it's me TFRwldnas. Welcome to my channel and welcome to the 300th review on the TFRwldnas channel. Yes, I've reached the milestone of 300 reviews and yeah, I think I should do something a little bit special considering it's such an important marker in my channel, and obviously I decided to do something a little bit different with the thumbnail this time round. And I recently bought a Korean toy that is rather on the large side, and I thought it would make a suitable candidate for my 300th review. So without further ado, let's get cracking. Now, turning the clock back, was it earlier this year or last year? I got this, which is a figure from the latest line of Miniforce, which is a Korean toy line which has been rolling along for a number of years. And it is Miniforce, it's called Miniforce, which is basically a Power Rangers rip-off. You've got these little chibi animals which then turn into like Power Rangers, and then they jump into giant mechs and fight, bad guys. And their latest iteration of the show is a show called Super Cops. And they did a line of these transforming robots which turn into robotic heads. So you get a robot that then turns into a head. So you've got a head and then a robot. And I bought this one because I quite like the look of it. I wanted to get at least one of the figures from the line, so I went with the Battle Cop or Tactics Cop or whatever they call it. So I got hold of him. But I was looking at the other figures in the line, and there's a lot of stuff in there that's, it's all very flashy and interesting, but not to my taste particularly. They did a 9, I think is it 9 of those head cop things. I only decided to get one of them, even though I could probably go for a couple more. But when I was scanning through Gmarket, looking at the various things, I come across this thing. Now they did a number of transforming figures for this new line, but this thing is like something else. They did this massive truck and trailer, which does integrate into some aspect with those head cop units. And I was looking at it and thinking, that looks amazing, that looks cool. But it was rather big and rather expensive. So I kind of put it on the back burner and sort of slept on it. And beginning of this month, I decided, you know what, I'm going to make a play on it. The price had come down a little bit. And I looked on Gmarket at the various sellers that were doing it. And the main problem is you have to be very savvy when you're looking on Gmarket. You have to make sure that the person you're buying from has enough stock to sell it to you. You've got to make sure you click that international shipping icon as well, because if you don't, you'll get a lot of stuff available to you. You'll click on it and they'll say, oh, this seller won't ship to your country or whatever. But anyway, doing that, and I was looking at people selling this thing, and I looked at the shipping price, because you have to check out the shipping price, because there's one thing the Gmarket sellers are renowned for is overcharging for shipping. They very rarely do they actually weigh or measure the size and the weight of the package and put in a realistic shipping fee. What they do is they look to see what other people have put up as the shipping price, and they just copy and paste it onto their own. So you'll get a lot of people that are selling it and they're all got exactly the same shipping price, even though looking at it you'll know it's incorrect. So I looked at this one, and the shipping price was, suspiciously cheap given how big and expensive this thing is, or big and heavy the package is. So I bought it, and I bought another smaller item, much cheaper and smaller and lighter, and that had exactly the same shipping price on it. So you had a small item and a big expensive item, both with the same shipping price, and it didn't make any sense. And when they got shipped, I was worried that I was going to get that dreaded email to say, oh, you haven't paid enough postage for the shipping, you've got to send us, $20 more in order to make up the shortfall. But as it happened, they got through intact without, and the only thing I could think of is that the big package, which was underpaid, and the small package, which was overpaid, somehow the two packages, they took money off the shipping fee paid was enough to, between the two packages was enough to even things out, and I think that's the only way that they could have got through. But anyway, I got the package. I did my unboxing video a couple of days ago, and the thing I got in question is this. Yep, it's Miniforce Super Cops Captain Commander, and this is the box. And as you can see, it's rather large. It's very chunky, and yeah, big solid box. And this toy does quite a few things. It comes with instructions and a big sheet of stickers. The stickers, these shield stickers, are meant to go with the trailer, and these other stickers, well, it's one of those where they give you extra stickers to stick where you want. They don't actually tell. They tell you where to put these in the instructions, but they don't tell you where to put these stickers. And I think it's like you know, suit yourself where you put them. And I don't think I'll be applying these stickers. I'll put these ones on in time. But anyway, that's that. So here he is in his truck mode, and as you can see, he's a very big cab over truck. But it isn't just the truck. He also comes with a trailer. So kind of like Optimus Prime, this guy has a big trailer, and the trailer opens out to become, I wouldn't say a repair base, but it has got features which work in conjunction with the head cops, which we'll get into in a bit. But anyway, so the truck, it's a big sort of mean looking, you know, cab over truck. It's got the big shiny, you know, police badge on there. It's got some very large wraparound blacked out windows. It's got the you know, the flashing light. Even though they're not transparent plastic, they're only just painted, unfortunately. Got lights on top. It's actually got a bit of a spoiler with a sunroof. Got some interesting looking smokestacks, which will come in clutch later on. But yeah, it's got some nice. It's white with some gold stripes. It's got some moulded door mirrors. Then it's got the lights. It's got lights picked out on the back. It's got a hole for the tow hitch, because obviously trailer fits on there. I mean, actually, you've got to put the legs away and then plug the trailer in, and then it articulates like a truck should. So that's good. These are a bit stiff, so there we go. And yeah, there's that. Now, this guy has he's got a very large robot mode, and as you can see, this truck cab is a bit large. And actually, let's do a quick size comparison with G1 Optimus Prime. Just give me a moment. Let me transform him back to his alt mode quickly. Right, so there's G1 Optimus Prime, and here's Captain Commander. Yeah, so big size difference. If we was to scale him up so he's about the same size. So yeah, but realistically, yeah. So he's quite large, and he's fairly heavy. There's quite a bit of heft to this thing. It's got large rolly wheels, and it rolls along very well, especially when connected to the trailer. But yeah, so that's the truck cabs. Not much more you can say about it. I mean, you look underneath, and fairly clean. It's got some obviously, you know, robot limbs showing up, but apart from that, it's just a big old truck. Right, transforming this thing. It has a bit of parts for me. Start off with, now the smokestacks. Think back to Classics Optimus Prime that came out, or Henkei Optimus Prime, where the gun transformed into the smokestacks. It's a very similar thing on this guy. So you just unplug these. They actually, 2 pegging ports there, and there's 2 pin ports in the bottom. And you got this thing, close it up, and there's his gun. Right, so you've got his gun. Then you've got this roof section here, which unplugs. Now this is kind of important to the trailer because it's got like a key which is instrumental in unlocking the transformation on the trailer unit. So, but we'll just put that to the side for 1 minute. So you get like a soft top truck, and then you can just start transforming him. Now, he where would I start? So you've got to unpeg these side panels like so. So you just, there's a peg there, you bring them round, and then you fold them up. Then there's these panels in the front. Come on. Well, actually, you get the, basically turn, open the front of the truck out. Then bring the waist up. Then I suppose you can do the legs. You split the legs. You bring out the heel spurs. Bring down the feet. Then you unplug these shin panels and bring them down, and then clip the foot into them. So you unplug that panel, bring it down, and then plug that in, and that's the legs done. And then the arms, fold that panel up, bring out the fist, and then twist the arm to face forwards. The same on this side, fold that up, fold out the fist, twist the arm to go forwards, and then finally the head, flip open the chest panel, lift up the head and shut the chest panel, and there we go. There is Captain Commander in his robot mode, and he's rather large. Do my usual size comparison. Combiner Wars Megatron, who's a leader class. So as you can see, he's pretty damn big. And I suppose we'll have to do the size comparison with G1 Optimus Prime. So just let me transform him back again very quickly. So right, there we go. There's Optimus Prime, and again I can do the same thing. I can sort of scale him up to the same size and then bring him back to true scale. Right, so there we go. He's a big boy. He's a very big boy, very bright and colourful. He's got that blinging police shield on his chest. Now, I watched a video on this, and I was sort of on the fence about getting it, but then I saw a video and then it showed the articulation, and this thing, compared to the normal sort of articulation you get on Korean toys, this guy is like a step above in some respects. Now, the head is on a ball joint, so it goes all the way around. It can go side to side, and it's got quite a lot of backwards and a little bit of forwards, so it's got a good range of motion. The shoulders, now the shoulders on this thing are something else. Now start off with, that goes all the way around, and then it'll lift out, it'll move out to there. But then this guy's got an extra trick. Now on a human being, our shoulders, you know, can do that, right? But most transforming toys can't do stuff like that. But this guy has got big ass butterfly joints on his shoulders. So see this. So yeah. See that? He's got amazing butterfly joints on his shoulders, so he can pull off some really, really cool poses. So if you bring his arms up and turn them in, you can do the fist bump. You can do that. You know, you can look down. Oh, what's on the communicator? You know, you can wipe his brow. He could do a proper T pose, and yeah, he could do lots of stuff. I mean, his arms are very chunky, and so he does have, you know, a bit of you know, stuff going on in terms of chunk, but butterfly, you know, like big ass butterfly joints on his shoulders that allow him to do, you know, that. It's now you name me a Transformers toy that could do that. So yeah, that's pretty impressive. I really like the you know, the butterfly joints they've put on the shoulders. I mean, it's due to the transformation, but it still gives him a massive range of articulation on the shoulder joints, which is really good. Now, unfortunately, the rest of the articulation isn't quite as impressive as that. He does have a very clicky waist joint. The hips go forwards, go quite a ways back. Now, they don't go out too far, but there's this panel here. If you unplug this, unfortunately, it only comes out like that. Turn that out of the way. No. Then he can do that, and if you open both sides and then turn them up, he could do the full toes up Van Damme. And he's got support so he won't fall over doing it. And he can almost touch his toes as well while he's doing it. It's so yeah, there's that. Now, unfortunately, he doesn't have... Oh yeah, I didn't mention that obviously on the arms he's got bicep swivels, 90-degree elbow joint, nothing at the wrist. Yeah, okay, let's just... I've got a habit of missing out articulation joints. Right, nothing at the thigh, unfortunately. No thigh swivels. Would have been nice if they'd have put some thigh swivels in. I mean, that pose I've got him in for the thumbnail, I had to cheat a little bit. I had to mistransform one of the legs to get him to stand up in that pose without falling over. Now, he does have double jointed knees, so you've got that joint and then that joint, so he's got a lot of articulation on the knees, and then on the feet it's just got that usual thing. You've got a little bit of toe and heel movement, but he's just got that usual angled cut to give him a neutral A stance when he's, you know, stood upright. But yeah, so he's pretty poseable, especially up top. Them butterfly joint shoulders are just, they're next level. They're like way up there in terms of articulation. I mean, they really give this guy that extra oomph when it comes to posing him. It's just a shame they didn't do a little bit more with the legs as well. I mean, if they'd have given 5 swivels and then these things, these panels, if these had been able to fold out the way other than just, I don't know why they pin in there. I don't know why they unclip. There's no reason why they do that other than they do. So yeah, that's an unusual joint. But other than that, he's a really, really good figure. Like I said, he's heavy. As you can hear, he's got, you know, lots of ratitude, which is pretty normal for a Korean toy. They're loaded with ratchets usually, and yeah, he's really, really cool. So that's that's the robot. Now what about the trailer? The trailer itself has feature. So like I said, a bit like Optimus Prime, the trailer opens out into some kind of, I wouldn't say it's a base, but it's some kind of a play centre. Now it has these things on the top. Now you get this key box, and you open that, and then there's a place for the key box to go. So you turn them 180 degrees, and they click. And you open the back panel, if you can. Right, open the tailgate, and then there's these panels on the side which you bring out, and then you open the thing, and there inside is my head cop, because if you look, you can see there is there's 9 positions, mounting positions for the head cops to mount in. So if you've got 9 of them, you can open this thing out, and it's got somewhere to put your head cops. Now it also comes with these sort of manipulator arms, which I don't know what they do. They've got like, one's got like a welding torch, and the other one's got a gripper. So they mount in the middle, and they've got sort of joints so that they can sort of pose to repair or you know, do repairs to a head robot or head cop that's in the middle there. But yeah, so the trailer is something. It's got some play features. Also, if you look on the box, you can see. You see there, it's got all the head cops mounted in the trailer section, and then there's another one where you can actually connect, or you can use it as a transporter for other vehicles in the Miniforce Super Cops line. In fact, the trailer has got, out the back, it's got a tow hitch which comes out, so you can hook something else on the back of it as well, which I don't have. But yeah, the trailer. It opens out kind of like Optimus Prime's trailer. I suppose you could stand it up, I suppose. Maybe, I don't know. It might just do that. But like I said, the head cops fit in, and then you just shut the trailer up. You get your key. Oh, and that locks it up. And there you go, you've got a trailer ready to go. So yeah, that's the trailer. One thing before I go, obviously the smokestack turned into a gun. The gun plugs in, and yeah, he can wield his gun. And they refer to it as some kind of magnum in the instructions. But yeah, he's very good actually. I'm tempted to stick him in the big bot spot in my bedroom, display spot. I've got Hello Carbot King Guider's been in that spot for quite a while, and it's about time for changing in the guard. So this guy might go in his spot this time round. But yeah, like I said, this is a very big, expensive toy. It costs a lot of money to get it shipped from South Korea, but you get a lot of toy for your money. And I paid, was it just under 95 quid for this thing? So I got it under 100 quid, which was a decent deal. And like I said, the shipping thing, because I ordered 2 packages at the same time, one a small box that was overpriced and a big box that was underpriced. I think the 2 cancelled each other out, and it evened out the shipping fee. I don't know how that worked out there, but yeah. So this guy, Miniforce Super Cops Captain Commander, my 300th review. yeah, so there he is. He's a big boy. He's a very, very big boy, and that has been my review for today. I do have another Korean toy that I will be reviewing next week. Now, next week is the last day of the month, so it's the same day as my end of month bot haul. So you'll be probably getting 2 videos for the price of 1 next week. That said, I've been TFRwldnas. Hopefully you've enjoyed this review, my 300th review on this channel. So, without said, I'll be catching you all later, and I'll see yous. Goodbye.